What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Particle Pulling, one half of Particle Horizon, coming back to you with another video. Hey, I hope everybody's doing well today. Hey, we had a great weekend, I gotta say. We had a great weekend of football, and shoot, we got some storylines that's happened too as well. But first things first, I just want to start this video off by saying your boy was 4 for 6. I know what I'm talking about. 4 for 6 on his predictions over the weekend. Only ones I missed was the Eagles game. Jalen Hurts sold me, and I was off on the Steelers game. But that was a biased pick. Like I said in my last video, I picked the Steelers to go to the AFC Championship game because of A-Rod and Mike Tomlin, the duo. And I mean, to be honest, they had DK Metcalf as well, so I thought that would work out, but it did not. But hey, it is what it is. You can't win them all. So yeah. But yeah, let's get into it. First we're gonna react to what happened over the weekend. So we had the Bills, the 49ers, the Texans, and the Rams win their games. And I gotta say, what a game that Bears and Packers game was, man. Caleb Williams, ooh, comeback kid. Comeback kid. Man, don't they do it every time. Like who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed they would have found a way to win that game in the fourth quarter? I mean, that's just what he do. I mean, to be honest, it's to be the comeback kid, you got to have a bad first, second, and third quarter. And boy, was that kind of ugly. What was they down 21-3 at one point? Shoot, I don't know. They can't keep doing that. If they're gonna beat the Rams, there's no way they can just spot them that many points, especially early. I'm pretty sure the Packers had. I'm pretty sure the Packers had. Yeah, the Packers had 21 points at halftime and only scored after six in the second half. Can't. There's no way if they're gonna beat the Rams. There's no way they can allow that because I mean, yeah, they're gonna be able. They might be able to put some points up against the Rams defense, but are you gonna be able to stop Matthew Stafford and them boys for a whole half? I don't see it. But yeah, the Bears win that game. As I already mentioned the Rams. The Rams pulled out a close one against the Panthers. What a game that was! Matthew Stafford showing that hey, I got something cooking on this side as well. There's a reason I should be MVP because dude was dicing out there, man. Dude was out there slanging that thing. Pause. he they did his thing. I mean, what can you say about Puka Nakua? Devontae Adams didn't look too bad first game back. You should think that he's gonna be better with another weekend, more reps, get that rust off in that last game. He should be good for next game. I mean, like I said, and he didn't even look bad at all in that Panthers game. But yeah, we got that, and then we got the Bills and the Jaguars game. The Bills find a way to win that game. Another tough, close one right there. Josh Allen putting on that cape. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Josh Allen would have to go Superman for them to win that game? He scored all 3 touchdowns for that team, and they come out with a close one. Tough one for the Jags though. I feel for them. They played really well. They played good enough to win that game. Uh, surely they will be able to stack this momentum they had this year and not fall off the cliff next year, because they had that one win against the Chargers a couple years back, and it ain't done nothing since. But this was a really good year though for them, and they're gonna get Travis Hunter back, so we expect the Jaguars to be back in it next year. And then we got the 49ers and Eagles game. Wow, what a game. For the 49ers to win this game, and even after losing George Kittle, remarkable. Remarkable. What can you say? They uh they got a lot of fight in them. They have a lot of fight in them, and you gotta respect that, and just you really can't doubt them no more. I mean, they're gonna find a way. Kyle Shanahan is him. He he always he gonna have that offense playing well. Then Robert Sala is gonna get that defense playing to the best of their abilities, and then some, even with all the injuries. And yeah, so the 49ers, and they're playing against the Seahawks this weekend too. And that's gonna be a good one. But yeah, what a weekend it was. Hey, drop a comment and let me know if what was your favorite game of the weekend. Oh wait, the Texans. I forgot, almost forgot the Texans Steelers game. The I mean, I'll say what a game because that was such a blowout. I mean, it was a close game at first, but dang, it sucks to see that that might be Aaron Rodgers' last game. But that Texas defense, ooh, ooh, that defense was just as good as advertised. We thought that defense would come into the playoffs going crazy, and they surely did. Um, the offense didn't do too much. They did enough not to lose that game, I guess, even though they had two fumbles. But that defense carried them. That defense carried them all the way on that one. There's no doubt about that. Only holding the Steelers to 6 points. Mm, mm. Oh, and then the Patriots game, Patriots and Chargers. I gotta say, only thing I can say about that game, I got two things to say. One, Drake May is legit. If you ain't already thought he was legit, and number two, I feel bad for Justin Herbert. I still think he's a good quarterback, but man, them that injury to the offensive line, that sucks, man. I hate it for Justin Herbert to go out like that because he's such a good quarterback. And if you know ball, you know he's a good quarterback. It's just he's just getting unlucky. He just got unlucky this year. But yeah. So off of that, we're gonna get into just some stuff I just want to talk about over the weekend before we go into the new weekend and I give my prediction. First, I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin. As you know, Mike Tomlin has stepped down as the coach for the Steelers. Word has gone around that he's probably going to take a year off from football, well, from coaching, and to expect to see him on TV. You're probably gonna see him on TV as maybe not every week, but you're gonna see him every now and then, kind of like how Bill Belichick was when he was on TV when he was out for that year. Trying to think, Sean Payton. I think he was on TV. He wasn't a broadcast. No, no, no. I think he did like Sunday night football games. Like he was on there talking with them. Um, but yeah, expect him to see him out there talking, just giving his takes and stuff. You feel me? But Aaron Rodgers, ooh, before the playoffs, he was talking about how maybe he may there's a chance he won't retire, but after the way they lost that game, who knows? Who knows? It's tough. I mean, 42 years old now, and as you can tell that his legs are not there. He ain't running. He ain't mobile at all anymore. I mean, more mobile than Matthew Stafford, but he ain't mobile. And then for him to have playoff career lows in just about every major category in that playoff loss against the Texans, and for them to get blown out, like it's not like it was a close game. Like I remember everybody remembers when Tom Brady and the Buccaneers played against the Rams, and Tom Brady almost came back and won that game. Tom Brady had a phenomenal game, and it was easier for him to come back or unretired and come back for that next season, but because of how they went out. But for Aaron Rodgers, for them to get blown out, phew, I don't know. I don't know. If I had to guess, he probably will retire. I'm calling it. He's I'll probably lean more towards him retiring than him coming back. Uh, Probably like 80-20, 75-25. I think there's a unless there's a team out there. I don't think he'll come back to the Steelers. Maybe. I mean, if he came back, I mean, he could go back to the Steelers, but I don't see another team or at least another playoff contender he could go to that will that he will want to go to and play one more year. But if he did come back, he might go back to the Steelers though, because I mean they was just in the playoffs. But yeah, what's next on here? Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. Ooh, see, let me say this one thing. Jalen Hurts, man. Well, actually, let me ask y'all because I didn't watch every Eagles game, but would y'all say Jalen Hurts is a franchise quarterback? I mean, I know he won a Super Bowl and all, but it's like if he doesn't have an offensive coordinator, a good offensive coordinator who's calling good plays, he he him himself is not going to do enough to get a team good enough to go to a Super Bowl or be good, really. Because I mean, they wasn't good all year. They did enough to win, but they wasn't really good this season. Because I mean, put any other quarterback, any good quarterback who doesn't need a good offensive coordinator, they're gonna get their receivers. They gonna do something with that talent. I mean, yeah, play calling matters, but he's been in the league long enough where he can almost call his own plays, and it doesn't seem like he's doing that. He trusts his, which is a good thing. It's a good trait to have. He trusts his coordinator. He trusts his coach. He trusts the system. But at the same time, if the system ain't doing what it needs to do, can he use his expertise and use his knowledge of the game to get the offense to do what it needs to do and put players in the right position to do what they have to do to win the game and make plays and get the ball to AJ, get the ball to Devontae, find a way to feed Saquon. They got Dallas Goddard, they got Jahan Dotson out there. I mean, they got all these weapons out here, and it seems like if Jalen Hurts don't have a good play caller, they're cooked. They're cooked. And I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all think he's a franchise quarterback or not, or is it really, or does or does it really have a lot to do with your offensive play caller? Because I mean, Brock Purdy's good. I mean, will Brock Purdy had the same struggles as Jalen Hurts had if he was on the Eagles? Because Brock Purdy is another one of those quarterbacks who is a system quarterback, but at the same time the 49ers, I mean, yeah, they have a good system, good play calling, but they don't have the same weapons. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's is good, but so is Saquon. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, who is that on the 49ers? So, I mean, yeah, play calling matters, but do you think someone like a Brock Purdy or Jared Goff can, even with a suspect play calling, can they would they be able to do something different with the talent on offense? Y'all let me know in the comment section. And and then the AJ Brown. He's gone. He's leaving, man. And in my head, before I started this, I was thinking, man, would they keep AJ Brown and get rid of Jalen Hurts? Probably not. You usually keep the quarterback, but and the diva receiver always gets shipped out. But AJ Brown, there's a good chance he's leaving. I mean, he didn't have that good of a game and he had them drops. But to be honest, in any sport, any position, confidence matters. And he just wasn't feeling it this whole season. Like he wasn't confident, he wasn't happy with the team and the play calling and how it things never got fixed. Nothing changed the whole season. So and it's like for him to think that he would I mean, there's no excuse for him dropping those passes, but at the same time, if you're not feeling it, you're not gonna have a good game. I don't care who you are, what how great you are. If you're not feeling it, you're not gonna have a good game. If you're not confident, you're not gonna have a good game. But yeah, AJ Brown, who knows where he's gonna go? Drop in the comment, tell me what team y'all think he's gonna go to. What team needs a receiver? The Titans. He need to come to the Titans. The comeback. Yeah, probably won't happen, but that would be awesome. Uh, I don't know what team. I mean, I'm looking at the playoff teams. I mean, what if he went to the Panthers or nah the Niners? They're not gonna get him. Mm, I would say the Patriots could use him. The Patriots could definitely use him. Him hooking back up with Mike Vrabel, that could be interesting. The Bills could use him for sure. The Bills could definitely use him. Jaguars, they're good. Chargers, they could use him. They could use him, and that's just off the playoff team. So if you guys have any sleeper teams, people who are not in the playoffs, um, let me know what you think. I already talked about the Bears. Panthers. Hey, shout out to the Panthers. They have finally turned it around and are now they might be good. Are they good? Can they do this again next year? We're gonna see. But Bryce Young finally is showing why he was the number one pick and why he was worthy of the number one pick. He got a he's I think they just they picked up his 5th year option. So even though I think he's in year 3, I'm not sure. He's either year 3 or year 4 right now, but I know they're probably going to pick up his 5th year option and see if he can do it one more time. If he can do it for one more season, he's definitely going to get paid. He's going to get paid. But man, what a team they had. I mean, what a year they had. I mean, they was up and down all season, win one, lose one, win one, lose one all year long. 8 and 9 getting into the playoffs. And then for them to have this game that they had against the Rams, Bryce Young looked really good. Bryce Young looked really good. And that rookie receiver they have, Ted Ted something. I can't even I don't have his name pulled up, but that rookie receiver is really good. Coker, he's really good. The duo of Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard worked out. I did see something that Rico Dowdle is going to be in free agency, so he's probably not gonna be there next year. So, but they still got Chuba Hubbard, and but if they can bring back Rico Dowdle, that would be really good for them. But yeah, shout out to the Panthers though. Hopefully, they can do good next year and compete. But that division though, I mean, 8 and 9 won it. I mean, we got the Panthers, you got the Buccaneers, you got the Saints, and you got the Falcons. Pretty sure that's all who's in that division. That that's gonna be a battle every year. Yep, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers. That's gonna be a battle every year. Especially with the Saints, or they're gonna eventually get better. They might have got a quarterback in Tyler Shough. And the Falcons, they just need a quarterback. They can get a quarterback. They're going to be honest, they can get a quarterback. They'll probably be the best team in the division if they get a quarterback, in my opinion. But yeah, shout out to the Panthers. Um, I'll talk about the Bills there. I go to my predictions. Herbert. I talked about him. All right, so now we're finna get into my predictions for this weekend. Saturday. We got Broncos versus the Bills, and we got Seahawks versus the 49ers. In the early game, Broncos and Bills, I gotta say I have to think long and hard on all four of these games. These all in my opinion, all these games are gonna go come down to the wire. There's no I don't suspect they're gonna be I don't expect there to be any blowouts. So it was very hard to choose these games, but I got for the Broncos and Bills game, I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills to win this game. Be only because I trust the Bills offense more. I feel like Bo Nix is kind of inconsistent. He's very inconsistent for me. I mean, I know Josh Allen got that injury. If Josh Allen can play like himself, and ifs and what else, but if Josh Allen can play like himself, I feel like when push come to shove, that the Bills are going to make the Bills offense going to make more plays than the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos got a really really good defense, but it's just like their offense they're just too inconsistent against anybody. They like they're just too inconsistent. So I am picking the Bills in that game. Um, but it was hard because it's like, do the Bills have enough weapons though to help Josh Allen? I mean, James Cook is there. He didn't have that good of a game against the Jaguars, but if this game goes the way I think it is, a slow, back and forth, maybe not a high scoring game, but just like they're they're both going back and forth and playing field position, kicking field goals, maybe one or two touchdowns each team. James Cook is going to be very vital, and if he can get his 20 carries, 15 to 20 carries, if not more, and he that would be the difference maker to me, to be honest. Because Josh Allen, he's gonna make his plays, and then you're gonna have to respect him throwing the ball. But then James Cook's gonna come out the backfield and do something. And I feel like with that duo, that's gonna offset, that's gonna make up for the receivers not being there because Gabe Davis is hurt. He's out for the season, I'm pretty sure. Then Shakir's good. Dawson Knox and Kincaid. That tight end duo is nice, but they're just tight ends. They can only do so much. That I mean, they're gonna do so much. And we got the not to hate on tight ends, but those two tight ends in particular can only do so much. They're not like game breakers. They're solid. They're too solid. They can be a tight end one on any team. Um, but then you got Keon Coleman. He's been having what he has been going on this season, and they haven't. He ain't really that much of a difference maker. So yeah, it's gonna come down to Josh Allen and James Cook. If they do if they do what they need to do and do what they're capable of doing, the Bills will win this game. But if that Broncos defense is able to shut down uh Josh Allen and and they are able to create turnovers and the Broncos offense could capitalize on those turnovers, then the Broncos could take it. But I'm putting my money I'm betting on the Bills and Josh Allen being Superman. All right, for the other game on Saturday, we got the Seahawks and 49ers. And this was really hard because they played it. These two teams, the Seahawks and 49ers are the only games of this weekend where the two teams have played against each other in the season. And these guys have played against each other twice. And both of those games were really close. Both of those games were a dog fight with the 49ers winning the first game 17-13, but that was the first game of the season when that game was played, and then they played again to end the season, and Sam Darnold won that game, and the Seahawks won that game 13-3. So 17-13, 13-3. This is it's going to be a dog fight, and I'm going to be choosing the Seahawks to win this game. I'm choosing the Seahawks to win this game, but to be honest, whichever team run can run the ball the best is going to win this game. And with the Seahawks, they got two good running backs versus the 49ers. The Seahawks got two good running backs, and then the 49ers got got a great running back in McCaffrey, and they got a good running back in Brian Robertson. So whoever can run the ball the best will win this game. And that's evident in the games because in the first game that the 49ers beat the Seahawks in, they rushed for 119 yards versus the Seahawks 84 yards. And then in the second game, the last game of the season, when the Seahawks won, the Seahawks ran the ball for 180 yards versus the 49ers 53. So whoever can run the ball the best is probably going to win this game. And with the Seahawks being at home, that with that home field advantage, they have a good chance of repeating what they did to end the season. To be honest, and as long as Sam Darnold doesn't throw 4 picks, which I don't suspect he will. If he doesn't throw a bunch of picks, Sam Darnold has played good ball each game. Where like each game he didn't throw a single touchdown, but he also didn't throw an interception either. And each game, first game 16 for 23, 150 yards. They lost 17-13. Tough game. Second game, he threw 20 for 26 for 198 yards. Tough game, close game. They won 13-3 that game. So Sam Darnold is against the 49ers a quarterback who is not going to make the mistakes. Or at least not too many mistakes. And it seems like they in those games they seem like because I didn't watch them. They seem like they it's a game of field position, defense, and hitting field goals. And with and I mean the 49ers, I mean you can't knock them. I mean I'm not picking the Seahawks because of the 49ers and what they lack. I'm picking the Seahawks because for one they're at home and I feel like Sam Darnold uh and their weapons is gonna outmatch the 49ers and what they're capable of doing. Not because of injuries, it's just they're just gonna be able to do more. You feel me? But yeah, I got the Seahawks winning that game. So Saturday Bills win, Seahawks win. So we go to Sunday. Sunday's games. We got the Patriots and the Texans to start the day off. And in that game I got the Patriots. Uh mainly because of Drake May. I got Drake May and then Mike Vrabel. Um Mike Vrabel's he's for one he's played against the Texans when he was in Tennessee, so he kind of knows them. And I'm a believer in the Patriots right now, to be honest. And at this moment, I kind of they're my favorite to go to the Super Bowl, if not win it all. We'll have to see who they're playing against, but I got the Patriots to be honest going to the Super Bowl, and it's because of Drake May and Mike Vrabel. Um, that duo, they are Mike Vrabel is a really good coach and he can get the most out of any of his players. And Drake May is just dicing it up, man, showing why he is the MVP. And y'all gonna see it. I said he's gonna be MVP last in my last video. Um he's gonna continue to show why he's the MVP. I mean that Texans defense is gonna be nice. They're gonna go after him, but for one, I just don't like the Texans offense at all. They just don't do enough. And they don't have Nico Collins. So that offense is really going to struggle. And they always struggle anyways. I mean, they probably have, but I don't know how many games they've had where they score more than 25 points. If 30, I think they might have one game where they score 30. I think it might have been against the Cardinals, but I could be thinking about another team that played the Cardinals and scored 30. But yeah, I just don't. I'm not a big believer in the Texans' offense. That defense is real, and that's gonna, of course, keep them in the game somewhat. But I don't feel like the offense is gonna be able to do enough, and they don't have Nico. Then that's their best receiver. That's their best playmaker outside of C.J. Stroud on the offense. So I and that offensive line for the Texans is not good. And so yeah, I'm choosing the Patriots to win that game. And then in the later half, we got the Bears. We got the Bears versus the Rams, and ah, this was really tough because the Rams offense is potent. Matthew Stafford with Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams, Tyler Higbee, Tutu Atwell, Kyron Williams. That offense is phenomenal. That offense is phenomenal. That offense is capable of putting up 30 anytime. And they have a solid defense. Like their defense is not the worst. I don't have the numbers on their defense, but they're solid. They're solid. And then we got the Bears, who defense is sus. They're capable of getting turnovers, but they are sus. They will allow you to get yards. And then we got the Bears offense, who starts off slow but then ends strong. And it's like, if you go down against the Rams, are you going to be able to? Okay, it's one thing for you to put up points later in the game, but are you going to be able to stop the Rams from scoring to allow you to close the gap? And I don't know, but I would like to think that the Bears will be able to move the ball on the Rams defense, because the Rams DBs are not that good. If there was a weak point on the Rams, I would say it's the DBs. Um, but yeah, if the Bears are able to start the game off strong and not go down, then I would like to say that the Bears could win this game. And I'm picking the Bears. I'm picking the Bears because of I mean, they're just hot, man. I mean, like they are just they got so much momentum. The Rams, they got momentum too. They just won their game, and they're not only do they not it's screw momentum. They're just a good team in general. But the Bears got a lot of momentum, and they're at home. And I just like to think that Caleb Williams is going to be able to keep it going. I think Caleb Williams and them can keep it going. And even if they do go down, you can't turn the game off because the Bears are capable of coming back. So I'm picking the Bears in that one. So to cap it off, we have I got the Bills winning, the Seahawks winning, the Patriots winning, and then the Bears winning. Bro, my predictions are setting up an interesting conference championship games. In AFC, it's gonna be the Bills and Patriots. And then we got in the NFC, we got the Seahawks and Bears. That's gonna be good. Both of those is gonna be really, really good. But also, I mean, if because the because it was really a struggle for me to pick the Bears over the Rams. But if the Seahawks go and then the Rams end up beating the Bears, the Seahawks Rams is going to be another good one. Just seeing them play against each other to towards the end of the season, and that was cinema. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think. Hopefully, I might put some money on these games because last week I was 4 for 6 and I didn't bet on any of them. So we'll see. But before I end this video, I would like to shout out to for some storylines. We got John Harbaugh going to the Giants. The uh the first coaching hire of the offseason. Well, it's not official yet, but it's all but confirmed John Harbaugh's going to the Giants. And in my opinion, who knows if they're gonna, win the Super Bowl. But the Giants are no longer gonna be a laughing stock. They're no longer just gonna be trash anymore. They're gonna be respectable. They could even find a way to win a division at some point. I mean, they got Jackson Dart, a really good quarterback. Hopefully he can stay healthy. They got Cam Scatterbu at running back, nice. And then they got Malik Neighbors, who's gonna be coming back next year, who is a superstar. Malik Neighbors is him. And then that defense, I don't know too much about the DBs, but that defensive line is really, really good. They got 3 good players. I know that. I can't think of their names, but I know, especially with the guy they just drafted, the guy they drafted last year, like that defensive line on the Giants is really, really good. So good defensive line. I think they need to get better at in the secondary, and then they got potentially high power offense. Ooh, the Giants could very well come back next year and win the division because Cowboys, the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and the Eagles. They might take a step back, but who knows? I mean, they need to find a good offensive coordinator because that team goes as far as that offense goes. Like if the offense is good and they ain't got no drama, then that team is gonna be good. But if that offense doesn't figure it out, especially since they're probably gonna lose AJ Brown, that might be good for them. I mean, to be honest, with addition through subtraction, that could be very, very good for them. But yeah, the Giants could very well come back next year and be really good and compete for the division and maybe get a wild card spot. But they could definitely compete in the division. So we'll see about that. But John Harbaugh going to the Giants is definitely something they needed. They needed some stability, and John Harbaugh will give them that. He knows what he's talking about. He's been there, done that. Maybe not get over the hump, but he's gonna get them at least there. They're gonna at least get there, and at least they're gonna be in the mix because they ain't really been. They had that 1 year with Daniel Jones where they got to the playoffs and won a game, but they besides that they have not done anything in a long time. They have not done anything in a long time. So yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about everything I done said in this video. Give me your predictions on who y'all think is gonna win out this weekend. Who y'all think is gonna go to the Super Bowl? Let me know if your team is still in the playoffs and what your team is. And yeah. Also, let me know what you think. Who you think a good team for AJ Brown to go to would be, and what would be a good team for him to go to, and what do you think is more likely of him? Do you think he's gonna get traded? I mean, everybody's saying he's gonna get traded, but let me know what you think. And if he's gone, do you think that would help the Eagles out more than hurt them? But yeah, I until next time, y'all have a good one. Stay blessed.